that moment, it occurred to me that each and every one of you in this room has had a relationship with this thing called love. No pun intended. Now, the women in this room might say, yes, I've had this relationship with love all of my life. You men might, have a little ego and say, that's women's stuff, right? But must I remind you that King Henry VIII started a religious war over that very same thing. Love over his enduring Anne Boleyn. So I must say, everyone in this room is subject. No one is immune to this thing called love. Now, I feel that love in our life has 3 stages. One is called unconditional love. That is that love that we receive from our parents. It's warm, it's nurturing. It teaches us how to go out and give that same type of love to other people. Now, our parents, they love us no matter what, right? Doesn't matter what we look like, how intelligent we are, how large our stock portfolios are, whether we end up in prison or we're a priest. Doesn't matter. They will love us nonetheless. Now, that takes us to stage 2. We think when we leave stage 1 that the people in stage 2 will love us exactly the same. Not true. Stage 2 comes with responsibility. Stage 1, if we shave the family cat, our parents will love us, right? If we get a D in algebra, our parents will love us. If we wreck the family car and later lie about how it happened, they'll still love us. Now, in stage 2, if we lie to our love, guess what? They're going to lie to us. If we cheat on our love, they're going to cheat on us. If we plan a date with our love and fail to appear 9 times out of 10, we will not get a second chance. So in saying that, we're learning that responsibility in love, which brings us back to that unconditional love of our parents. So when we love someone, when we get to that responsibility, we decide we're going to be in this committed relationship. So in doing that, we might have to deal with someone ranting continuously about their college days. Or we might have to pick up someone's socks constantly. Or we might just have to sit at the mall for hours and hours on end. Why do we do that? Because we want to keep receiving that love that they are giving. Now, that even exchange in love, sometimes it stops. Sometimes abuse happens or infidelity. And, we don't want that. We want to stay at the top of our game in love. So, we want to keep that love flowing back and forth, back and forth. Now, this brings us to stage 3. We've learned how to be responsible in love, to give love and all of that. And we've learned how to love our parents, our children, our neighbors, and so on and so on. And somewhere within all of that, we've forgotten how to love ourselves. This, I must say, is where we hit the midlife crisis wall. Okay? We have to love ourselves. We have to learn to love ourselves all over again. Now, some of you are already there, midlife crisis. Some of you are on your way there. Some of you are so young that you probably don't even know where midlife crisis is. But don't laugh at us old people. You'll be there one day too. Now, when we hit that wall, some of us might want to go out and get a black, shiny 2-seater. Drive really, really fast. Some of us might want to go out and maybe enhance certain parts of our bodies. Some of us may want to climb the tallest mountain. Some of us skydiving, even jumping out of a plane. Some of us might decide to give up that 6-figure and go donate their time to charity. Because spiritually, it's self-fulfilling, loving thyself. So, in conclusion, I must say that we typically go full circle in our 3 stages of love. In the beginning, we're receiving that love from our parents. Somewhere in the middle, we're learning the responsibility of giving love and receiving love. In the end, we're right back to the end, giving love to ourselves. So I implore each and every one of you to go out today, to receive love, give good love, and find that perfect love that will make you happy. Thank you.
afternoon, Toastmasters. I'm Garret, and I will be evaluating Dora's speech on the 3 stages of love. I think that, Dora, you did a really great job overall. The one thing that I really like, that you come off as very credible and very professional, whereas like if you were talking about just about any topic, you seem to be very believable or knowledgeable in that. And I liked that just in that it seemed like you knew your topic very well. The other thing that I really liked about your speech is that you built off of last week's Marie's table topic, so that kind of really just got me. So that was something that I really thought was great as far as your opening. Let's see. And the other thing I like is that you use the theme top of your game. It's always interesting when you're able to incorporate something that from either on the spot or from previous times. That always works, I think, to draw people into your speech. Let's see. Eye contact, I believe in the beginning, the one thing I noticed is that you hit most of the points, like as far as going through the room, but I kind of felt like maybe you were scanning a little bit until about the second part of the speech. You started to make contact, I believe, when you mentioned like the earlier finding love or something like that. So that helped because then it made me feel like you're more drawing a connection, whereas before I felt like you were more scanning versus that, and then that really helps to really draw people in when you know that you're making eye contact with them, and it really helps them to become part of your speech. The only other suggestion really that I have is maybe to use more powerful examples of love. I felt like they were kind of general, and I think that what really draws people in is when they can just really feel it or really be drawn into that, even if it's not something that they necessarily experience for themselves, but they can kind of feel what it's like to be in that example. But overall, great job. I really enjoyed the speech.